Many women with PCOS say they exercise all the time and still have a problem controlling their weight. They ask if there's one exercise that might be better than another in helping to control weight, and it turns out that there is. Your muscles are primarily responsible for clearing sugar from the bloodstream in response to insulin. If the muscles are filled with carbohydrates and fat, it's going to be harder for the insulin to keep your blood sugar normal, and the insulin levels will rise. So building muscle means that there's more space to store the sugar and carbs so that your insulin levels will be lower. Another way to control this is by reducing your intake of carbohydrates as well. But with exercise, it turns out that aerobic exercise is going to initially burn fat. This is the primary source of energy for muscle. After about 15 to 20 minutes, you've used up the fat stored in the muscle, and you may start breaking down protein or muscle mass. On the other hand, if you're doing strength training exercises, either by using machines or by free weights, you're going to find that over a short period of time, you're going to build muscle, and this is a much more effective tool at helping you reduce weight and controlling insulin resistance. One study looked at over 100 people and divided them up. One group did daily aerobics for about an hour, and the other group did strength training once a week. It turns out that the aerobic exercise will help build endurance, but it does little to control and reduce cardiovascular risk factors. That comes more from the strength training. At the end of about 6 to 8 weeks, the group that was doing aerobics patted themselves on the back and said, "We've been burning 400 calories a day." But unfortunately, at the end of the time, they didn't lose any weight. So let's take a closer look at what went on. At the end of 6 to 8 weeks, the group that had been doing aerobics actually lost muscle mass, where the group that went ahead and did one strength training session a week built muscle mass, and that allowed them to lose weight faster, lower their insulin and cholesterol. So strength training exercise is probably better at reducing cardiovascular risks and the symptoms of PCOS and helping you lose weight than aerobic exercise. Tune into a future segment and we'll talk a little bit more about the type of exercises that might be helpful.